I sometimes can't find them right there.
It's now time for a KBRF video sports streaming presentation. Today's game is brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. The Viking Cafe and the Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapies Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otters Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mamashina's. FM Bank. Service Food. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30 of Fergus Falls. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And by Running Stitches Embroidery. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Huck Olson Memorial Arena. That's a great name for a rink. Mark Johnson and Dave Bishop here. Dave is our game side engineer, and we've had a good time this weekend. Had a little Chinese buffet before the game and traveled from Thief River Falls last night, so appreciate the hospitality here in Thief River Falls. But it's the Otters and the Lady Prowlers tonight, or this afternoon, a 3 o'clock start or thereabouts. Otter JV just won by a score of 2-1. We'll talk to Justin Arneson between the second and third periods. We're going to talk to Mike DeBrito between periods 1 and 2. He's playing ACHA Division I hockey at Liberty University. So looking forward to those interviews a little bit later on here in the broadcast. But it's a cool afternoon here, and there's a basketball tournament going on over in the Little Ralph. So I wanted Dave to be able to experience being in the Little Ralph. We walked through it, but they had the basketball court down. But it's fabulous. It's pretty unreal, actually. And those of you who've been up here for that. But the Otters right now are coming off that 8-1 loss last night to a good East Grand Forks team. And so the Otters losing that one 8-1. They got one goal from Maddie Brimhall. And this is going to Avery Tonneson. And then also with the assist was Brindley Scholl. And so the Otters lose 8-1 last night. So they are 4-4 on the season. Thief River Falls, they're 8-2. And we'll run through their schedule here briefly. They lost to Roseau 5-1, beat Crookston 3-1, lost to Bemidji 6-1, beat I Falls 13-rip, beat Sartell, that's a common opponent, 6-4, and then beat Delano Rockford 2-1 and had an overtime win against Roseau 4-3 on the 24th of November. Beat River Lakes 3-1. And then beat Fort Francis 3-1. So they're on a 6-game winning streak here, and it'll be a tough matchup here for the Lady Otters, but they're ready for the task. Our pregame show continues. We'll come back and we'll hear from Otter head coach Isaac Vattenstall.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top-quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls.
Saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Otter Girls Hockey this afternoon on AM 1250 KBRF, also streamed on the KBRF YouTube channel and on the Fergus Now app. I'm joined by Isaac Vattenstall. And Isaac, a quick turnaround. Tough one last night, 8-1 loss to East Grand Forks, but you get to turn the page and play Thief River Falls.
Yeah, I think the girls are excited. those games happen. So you just got to kind of have a short-term memory and just go on to the next one. And I think the girls are excited and they're ready to. I think they're ready to play. They anything on the road is hard, especially on a long bus ride. Got some good sleep, able to eat a little bit, and
but they're good for the team though too, aren't they? Just for team bonding.
Oh, it's fantastic. And I think especially this day and age when you have so much connectivity, whether it's on the phone or doing stuff with other people that aren't in the area, I think having your feet where you are is really important, and we don't have any phones the entire time. So the girls are able to bond, communicate, talk to each other, talk about the game, talk about other things, but they're just very involved and they're very present with what they're doing. So I think it's a very good thing.
Now we play Thief River Falls. They do return some pretty good players. We're playing in the Huck here too. We're used to playing in Little Ralph, but this is a neat old barn here. This is where the old Section 8 tournaments used to be too. We were in one last night. But what are the Viking Cafe keys to the game here as we play this afternoon?
Well, I think looking at last night, I don't think we really deviated from being in good position all over the ice. But I think as a team collectively, what we're really going to focus on, we talked about this with the girls right when we first got to the rink, is we're going to look at looking at trying to have a little bit more patience all over the ice. We want to be able to communicate a lot more and then just execute. I think there's so many things that we're throwing at them that they're just kind of getting overwhelmed with the thought of what to do and when to do it and how to do it, and they're just kind of getting overwhelmed with that. So, what we really talked about was just, kind of trying to keep the game simple. They know what the next play should be. Just execute it at a high level and look for that high percentage play, communicate all over the ice, and just have a little bit more patience with the puck. And I think we're going to get some opportunities.
It is good to get back out on the ice after a loss, isn't it, right away?
Oh, you want to do it right away. You don't want to have it linger, so I'm glad that we're having it the next day. You don't want to go a week and have that lingering over your head, because then self-doubt starts creeping in. That's just human nature.
Well, let's have a good one against Thief River Falls, and it sure makes that bus ride a lot funner if you win, doesn't it?
Well, I like the bus ride regardless, but it makes it a lot more enjoyable when you can get a good win and get effort in.
All right, good luck.
All right, thanks, Mark.
All right, Isaac Vatnsel, head coach of the Otters, will come back after this break.
La fabulous savings have arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. The Chevy Red Tag sales event continues on select Chevy Equinox, Chevy Trailblazer, and Chevy Silverado vehicles, where you can take advantage of substantial discounts or 0% APR for 36 months for well-qualified buyers. Contact the sales team at Minnesota Motor Company for details. Chevy, together let's drive. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top-quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
There we go. Welcome back to Thief River Falls. Mark Johnson here along with Dave Bishop, our cameraman and game side engineer. The Otters taking on the Thief River Falls Prowlers. The Otters lose 8-1 last night to East Grand Forks. And Thief River Falls right now, they're coming off a 6-game win streak. And I mentioned just a moment ago their last win was over Fort Francis just across the border from International Falls. They beat Fort Francis 3-1. Prior to that, it was River Lakes 3-1, and they beat Roseau in overtime 4-3. So a pretty good resume here for this Thief River Falls team. And we'll talk about their starting lineup, and we'll have the Nelson Otto starting lineup in just a little bit. As far as our keys to the game, which are brought to you by the Viking Cafe. Yeah, you heard head coach Vattenstall talk about that, is kind of poise with the puck in their own end. That's kind of been a common theme here with the Otter boys team as well, but just kind of making plays, breaking out of your own end, and then just continue to build on things from before and to kind of simplify the game. He said we've thrown a lot of different things at them, defensively, offensively, in neutral zone, and just to simplify the game here, and then we'll play a full 51 minutes here. So these teams have had some good battles, and I don't recall the girls ever playing over here in the Huck. We've always been over at the Ralph, but as I mentioned, there is a boys and girls basketball tournament going on. It was girls yesterday or last night, and it's boys today. They put the basketball court down, and it's really a facility that those of you that have been up here. But this Huck has a lot of history here, the Huck Olson Memorial Civic Center, and it's pretty neat. Pretty neat arena here. It's an old barn, and up in the press box here you can go, and they had a lot of section tournaments here, and with that there's all kinds of phone hookups, even old, you screw 2 wires on, so I like being in these barns. There's no question about that. It's now time for the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. And so it'll be Ella Sem in goal today here for the Otters. She'll get the start, and Ella so far this year on the year is 3-2, 2.38 goals against average, .918 save percentage, and 1 shutout. At 1D will be Kinsey Zender. Again, Kinsey is a sophomore, and then senior Shay Katzenmeyer. And then starting up front for the Otters will be Ashton Wohlers. Again, Ashton is a senior. And then junior Aubrey Nelson and senior Brooke Zierden. Normally Brooke plays defense, but again, Hannah Johnson still out with a shoulder injury. And they'll be back. She'll be back hopefully this next week, but she can't wait to get out on the ice. And for the Thief River Falls Prowlers, they'll start McKenna Carr. McKenna Carr is 8-2, 2.28 goals against, and 826 save percentage. And one defense, number 24, Grace Knutson. She's got 15 points already, 6 goals and 9 assists. Her D partner, number 27, Chloe Barrett. Barrett on the year, 2 goals and 1 assist. And then up front, it'll be Charlie Hamry, 8 goals and 1 assist. Number 28, Lila Dolliger. Dolliger, 11 goals and 7 assists. And then also it'll be Olsenowski. Parker Olsenowski has got 3 goals and 7 assists. That's your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. We'll pause and come back with the puck drop.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back to Thief River Falls. That concludes our pregame show, and we're going to drop the puck and get things rolling here as the Otters want to bounce back from that 8-1 loss last night to East Grand Forks. Brooks Zierden will face it off here against Parker Olsenowski. And we are set to go here. Again, a good vantage point here for our camera, or if you're listening. Pumped in there by Chloe Barrett. Goes over to the far corner. Kinsey Zender is after it. Ashton Wohlers tries to move it out. Gets it to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey tried to clear it out of the zone, but it's maintained. Now Zierden will bring it back in her own end. Send it up the boards, but that's kept into the zone by Olsenowski. Here's a quick shot. Missed wide right of the net. That was off the stick of Jillian LaRogue. No, pardon me, Grace Knutson. Grace Knutson wears number 24. And now here is Shea Katzenmeyer. Caroms it back along the half wall. Thief River Falls rings the board to the near side. Here's Katzenmeyer with the puck. Otters have yet to get out of the zone here following the face-off. And here is Aubrey Nelson out to neutral ice. And that's picked up by Barrett. Barrett will give it off there to Grace Knutson. Knutson, a very good player. She'll go for a skate. Brings up the right side. Here's Knutson with a puck. Looking out front. Good defense there by the Otters. They'll tap it forward. Here's Ashton Wohlers. She'll send it forward, but Knutson comes back and picks that one up. Then sent back into the Otter zone. We got an icing call here against. No call. No icing call. Here's Rachel DeBrito. And we'll talk to her older brother, Mike DeBrito, between the first and second periods. Talk about some Liberty University hockey. And here comes Maddie Brimhall. Had the lone goal for the Otters last night. She's tied up at the blue line. Sent back out and picked up by Brindley Scholl. Now to Tonneson. Those two assisted on the lone goal last night. Scored by Brimhall. Shot in there by Rachel DeBrito. Puck picked up there now by Ava Seeger. Sent out to neutral ice. And this will be an icing call against Fergus Falls. Just underway. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And again, you can go back on the KBRF radio YouTube channel if you want to go back and watch these games, or on the Fergus Now app, the streaming app, and you can kind of catch up with just in case you missed stuff. But appreciate everybody listening on AM 1250 KBRF this afternoon too. Face-off won by Thief River Falls. With the puck is Rowan Kennett. Kennett over the far boards. Those are some names from the area. Olsenowski, Kennett. Recognize a lot of these names. Some of these Hennon, Hallock, or Kitson County Central folks playing here at Thief River. Now back behind the net is Kennett. Sent but not out. Kept in. Shot by Kinsey Zender. That goes to the right side of the net. Ella Dirkman out, along with, here comes Ashton Wohlers and Aubrey Nelson. Ella will get off. Rick Zerden will join. Olsenowski up the right side. Good speed. Olsenowski behind the net. She's a 10th grader. Puck goes into the corner. Picked up by the Prowlers. Now Aubrey Nelson will pick it up. Aubrey's got good speed. She'll go up the right side. Grace Knutson is there, but Aubrey will pull it up along the half wall. Sends it out towards neutral ice. And the puck, Brindley Harris will tap it just over the line. And they go D to D. That's Barrett and Knutson. And then they try to stretch the ice, and it caroms off the boards in front of the outer bench, and it goes down the other end of the icing call. They'll bring it back 185 feet, and the face-off will be to the left of McKenna Carr. Otter boys taking on New Ulm as we speak. I think they're between the second and third periods. It was 1-1. I wonder if it's 2-1. I'll get that update here in just a little bit. Down the corner of the puck now. Battling there is Avery Knutson. Brindley Harris went down low. Scholl covered up for her. Puck out to neutral ice and picked up here now by Maddie Brimhall. Backhands it off the half wall. Grace Knutson will pick that one up. And here comes Thief River Falls on the attack, and a good poke check out of there by Rachel DeBrito and Sem, as there was a 2-on-1 possibility. And here comes Grace Knutson. I don't know if she's been off the ice so far. Whereas number 24, Knutson up the right side, still with the puck, looking for a trailer or somebody. She'll circle the wagons, comes all the way around, brings it to the near side, the pass to Sawatsky. Now into the slot area, picked up by Ella Dirkman. Puck out to neutral ice, Katie Berggren. And Abby Schumann and Ella Dirkman. A little different look on the third line, so Abby Schumann out along with Dirkman and also with Katie Berggren. And Anna Sem, I believe, was injured in the JV game. I think she was injured in the JV game. Otters lead 2-1. Brock Sherman with a goal. There's a shot and a save made. Puck is loose. It's picked up by Katie Berggren. Caden Zender scored from Luke Johnson and Chase Johnston. There's a shot on Sem, and she'll make the save. So the Otter boys are up 2-1 now. So Brant Sherman with his third goal of the year makes it 2-1 in the boys game at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. And here comes the face-off. It's going to be won by the Prowlers. A quick shot on, but the puck now controlled here by the Otters. Here's Ashlyn Wohlers. Wohlers up the right side. Centering pass for Aubrey Nelson. Goes high in the air. Puck still loose. Tapped to the left of the net. There as Brooks Dearden and Aubrey Nelson were bearing down. Here's Ashlyn Wohlers, the short side shot. Save made by McKenna Carr. Good opportunity there for the Otters with some pressure. Aubrey Nelson playing hard along the near half wall. Wearing number 10, that was her brother Braden's number. Never forget that time when she had that goal and she went and knelt down by the number 10 on the ice. The Otters had on the ice in the Community Ice Arena. And the face-off after the icing will back into the Otter end. Otters and the Prowlers here, 12:09 left to go in the first period. No score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Scholl on the draw here against Parker Olsenowski. Parker Tilke assisted on the Sherman goal. And here comes Chloe Barnett, rink wide pass. Otters get sticks in passing lanes there. It goes over to Lila Daliger. And Daliger, puck had to go up and out of play. And so Scholl will take the draw here against Olsenowski. Face off, won by Thief River Falls. They'll gain the zone there. Shot there over the top of the net off the stick of Charlie Hamry. Puck played behind the goal line. DeBrito. Now Scholl turns back. She has that quick turn back, cuts back to her left. Here's Brindley with a puck. Where's number 41? She'll send it in. And after it there is Chloe Barnett. Good job by Ella Dirkman getting a stick on that one. Katie Berger, and they'll send it in deep. And again, Abby Schumann playing. Excited for Abby, but feel bad. Anna Sem went down with an injury in the third period of the JV game, I believe. No score in this one. 11 minutes to play in the first period. Katzenmeyer will send it back in. Otters will forecheck here now. Ella Dirkman against Grace Knutson. Carrying it off near half wall. Katzenmeyer sends it back in once again. Otters get a line change. Or to the far side. Centering pass. Picking it up now and skating is Sawatsky. Alexis Sawatsky sends it behind goaltender Ella Sem. And it'll carry him by the side of the goal, and then Ella will freeze the puck. And we're going to face off in the Otter D zone. No score here with 10:33 to play in the first period. Otter boys leading New Ulm 2-1 now in the third period. Good game going on there at the Community Ice Arena. Otters going to win the draw here. Here's Brindley Harris behind the net. Doing battle there with Sawatsky. Or to the far side. Ashton Wohlers out to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey's got good speed. Aubrey tried to cut it back. She'll pick the puck back up. Gets it in her feet. And it's stolen away there. But number 9, Alexis Sawatsky. Puck over to the far side. Here's Ashton Wohlers. She'll gain the zone. Ashlyn kicks it below the linesman's skates. Picked up here by Brooks Dearden. It's flung to the near side. Nobody home there. Bryland is there. That's Ella Bryland. And here comes Prowlers on the attack. Skating around with this, Haley Seeger. Seeger with a puck. Bothered by Brindley Harris. Ashton Wohlers gets it out to neutral ice. Maddie Brimhall's going to hustle after it. Maddie gains his own. Here comes Wohlers up the right side. Sends it out front. Caromed off a Thief River player. Bounced out by the near dot. Out to neutral ice. Good job by Zender. They're shortening up the ice, taking the puck away from Mosestead. And now a breakout attempt here by Rowan Kennett along the near half wall. So at the lunch, I talked to a couple high school players from Red Lake Falls. That was kind of fun. Talked to these high school players. They saw the station vehicle and asked what radio station we're from, and had a good conversation. Prowlers over the line. Katzenmeyer in the high slot area. Had it momentarily. Puck out front. With it now is Olsenowski. Olsenowski circles back to the right side. Still with the puck. Olsenowski back behind the goal line. Looking for a pass. Circling the wagons. Drops it for Grace Knutson. It's picked off by Avery Tonneson. Avery will send it in. Won't be icing call. After it now is Barrett. Chloe Barrett. She's got good speed. Off to Grace Knutson. No, pardon me. Barrett still had it. Katie Berggren battling. Katie with a good strong stick. Sends it behind goaltender McKenna Carr. 8.5 minutes playing the first period. No score here on the Park Region scoreboard. And the Prowlers will try to relieve some pressure, and they'll simply ice the puck and send it the length of the ice. No score. 8:22 to play in the first period. Again, we'll have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up. Minnesota Motor Company located on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. Great sponsor of a lot of Otter athletics and paying admissions to games, and huge part of the community of Fergus Falls. Great folks there at Minnesota Motor Company. Along the far side, Katie Berger tried to get a stick on it, but the Prowlers slap it out to neutral, and then it's played in by Rachel DeBrito. Off the half wall, carom there from Ava Seeger. Brooks Dearden says no to that. Ashton Wohlers gets it, steals it away. Both teams at neutral ice, kind of back and forth here. Now the puck here is Bryn Hennon. Hennon with a shot. Save made. Puck on the side of the net. And a nice save made there as the Prowlers put 4 shots on the Otters. The Otters only attempting or managing 1 shot on goal this far. Pass out to neutral ice. Grace Knutson. Now Barrett. Here's Grace Knutson to the far side. Comes into the Fergus Falls end. No icing there to say it was tipped. Kinsey Zender will go after it. She'll pick it up and scoop it to the near side to Aubrey Nelson. Brooks Dearden will gain the red line. She's tripped up. No call there. Back of her uniform full of snow from the ice. Puck out to neutral. Picked up by Maddie Brimhall. Maddie Brimhall at an angle. Walks in. Shoots and just missed left of the net. Good opportunity there for Maddie Brimhall. She's got a hard shot. Now Avery Tonneson after it. Brimhall waits for Brimhall to get on sides. Avery will send it. Good speed by Avery Tonneson. Battle behind the net. Comes out to Katzenmeyer. Shade locks and loads. Sends it to the far side. Brimhall after it. Good pressure here by the Otters. Tried to cycle it down low, but it's picked up by Barrett. And it's picked off by Scholl. Brindley Scholl walking in. Sends a shot on and a stick save by McKenna Carr. Great opportunity there for Brindley Scholl. Otters starting to buzz. They didn't count a shot on goal on that one. No, I think it hit the stick. So, yeah, but it might not been able to go in. If it has to be able to go in, but like Dave said, though, a pipe is not a shot on goal. Here's Katzenmeyer. Now to Brito. Rachel. Half wall. Shot. Tapped forward by Ella Dirkman. Katie Bergman, Abby Schumann, Ella Dirkman. On the move for the Otters. Seeger reverses it the other direction. Now Olsenowski. She's got good speed. Sophomore Olsenowski up the right side, walking on a goal. Backhand save made. Puck in the slot. Where is it? And Ella Sem is on top of it. Good job by Sem and the Otters. 5:44 to play in the first period. No score. Got goose eggs on both sides of the ledger. Dirkman on the draw. It's going to be won by the Prowlers. Battle for the puck along the right dot. Olsenowski comes up with the puck, centers it out front. Off the stick, though, of Hamry. Now playing the puck behind the net is Lila Daliger. Daliger with the puck. She's a captain, leading scorer. Sends it out, caroms it, but it comes out to the D. And it's picked up there by Seeger. Tapped over to Olsenowski. 3-on-2 opportunity. Walking in, Olsenowski. Shot, save made. Rebound tapped out of there nicely by Brindley Harris. Good job there by Harris coming in to help Ella Sem. Good play by Brooks here and up the right side. She's bumped off the puck by Sawatsky. Sawatsky behind the net, reverses it. Tapped out to neutral. And after it, retrieving it. And a regroup for the Otters. Here is Katzenmeyer from Zender. Zender will go back after it. Kinsey played along the wall. Grace Knutson walks in. Here's Sawatsky with a puck. Down below the goal line in Otter territory. Theater Falls trying to cycle and get something here in front of the net. Puck picked up now by the Prowlers behind the net. Centering pass out front. Shot there, save made. And a good job defensively by Katzenmeyer and Zender. Ashton Wohlers on the forecheck. Brindley Scholl gets in the way of a pass. Here comes Maddie Brimhall walking in. I like it. Brimhall with a shot and a save made right into the numbers, though, of McKenna Carr. And Carr makes a nice save here with 4:08 to play in the first period. No score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Brindley Scholl will take the draw for the Otters against Haley Seeger. Otters win the draw. DeBrito taps it over to Tonneson. Avery tried to get it out front to Brindley Scholl. She was tied up there. Puck behind the net. Maddie Brimhall leaves it back for Brindley Scholl in the corner. Brindley will battle there. Puck played on the near corner. Maddie Brimhall is going to hustle after it. 3:47 to play. Puck out to the point. Kept in by DeBrito. And now Grace Knutson after it. Here's Grace Knutson. Goes through traffic. Grace Knutson. Picked off there by the Otters. Here's a 3-on-2 possibility. Katie Berggren. Brindley Scholl walks in. Shot. Save made on the blocker. Puck in the slot. Picked up by Tonneson. Avery with the puck now. Otters starting to generate some offense. Right side pass to Zender. Down to Katie Berggren. Katie down in the corner. Comes out. Zender will send one to the left side of the net. Pops out near side. Katzenmeyer keeps it in. Good stick by Katie Berggren. 3:06 to play in the period. And into the Otter zone. Chasing it down is Haley Seeger in the corner. 2:57 to play in the period. 3-car pileup in the far corner. Katzenmeyer battling. Kicks it out to Ella Dirkman. Ella chips it forward. Abby Schumann's going to hustle after it. And back defensively, though, is Ava Seeger. Good job by Schumann. In comes Ella Dirkman. And the puck scooped up defensively by Rowan Kennett. Outlet pass to Olsenowski. Olsenowski at neutral ice. She'll gain the zone. Olsenowski up the right side. Otters driver wide. Below the goal line. Sends it back out to the point. Shot there in traffic. Blocked nicely by Zender with the shin pads. Aubrey Nelson's going to accelerate. Aubrey up the right side. She'll get it in and go on the forecheck. Here's Zierden and Wohlers as well for Fergus Falls. Here's Aubrey down below the goal line. Olsenowski is after it, though. She's a very good player. Brindley Harris will keep it in. Pitchforked into the corner. After it, defensively, is Kennett. Plays off the boards. Picked up, though, by Rachel DeBrito. Zierden with a shot and a save made by McKenna Carr. So a good opportunity there for Brooke Zierden. And McKenna Carr stands tall. 1:51 to play in the first period. Talk to former Otter Mike DeBrito between the first and second periods. Justin Arneson, JV coach, between the second and third periods. Puck over to the corner. And it's picked up there by Grace Knutson. Knutson with the puck. Plays it to the far side. Goes after off of Bryn Hennen's stick. Bryn Hennen down in the corner. Park along the far boards. Wohlers will battle there along the half wall. Pull it back and try to move it up along the boards. Puck into the slot. Tap forward. Slap shot. Missed wide right of the net. That was Grace Knutson winding for a clap bomber. Here's Aubrey Nelson, but Knutson is after it. Grace Knutson. Aubrey with a good strong forecheck. Comes up with a puck. Aubrey with it now. Walks in. Shoots. Puck in the slot area. Still loose as Aubrey went to get a rebound, and it's steered into the corner. Now here comes Ella Bryland working against Shea Katzenmeyer. Sends it out front. Picked up there by number 18, Bella. No, it's Gallagher with the puck. Gallagher circles back. Still with it. Met by Maddie Brimhall. And then now Scholl will pick it up. Here's Brindley Scholl. She's tripped up, and the Otters are going to go on the power play. So penalty here against Thief River Falls with about 35 seconds to go in the period. So Thief River Falls penalty at 16:25 of the period. And to the box for the Prowlers is number 15, Charlie Hamry, with a trip. Otter boys still up 2-1 late in the game here. Getting goals from Brant Sherman and Caden Zender. Parker Tilke assisted on the Sherman goal, and Luke Johnson and Chase Johnston assisted on the goal by Zender. Here comes Maddie Brimhall. Sends it out to DeBrito. Rachel looking for a shooting lane. Power play set up for the Otters. Right side, Katzenmeyer. Oh, in the pass, tried to get it to Avery Tonneson, picked off by Gallagher. Gallagher up the right side. Gallagher out front, backhand. Olsenowski just missed. Just about a shorty there for Olsenowski. 10 seconds to go in the period. Katzenmeyer circles back. 5 seconds to go in the period. Now 2 seconds. Shot on goal! Oh, just over the top of the net. The goaltender, McKenna Carr. We'll just take a look at that on replay. She went up for the glove save, but you'll see it here in just a second. Maddie with a hard shot. Tipped it with her glove. It went over the top of the net, but nothing doing. But the Otters will start with a 1:25 power play. So a power play for the Otters. They'll have a 1:25 to start out the second period. We'll take a break and come back with our Minnesota Motor period break. The score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard, 0-0. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Mark Johnson back with you. The Park Region scoreboard. You see all the numbers there, 0-0. And a 1:25 and the penalty to number 15, Charlie Hamry. And again, the Otters will start with a power play. Shots on goal, 6 for the Prowlers, 5 for the Otters. And again, Otter boys, I believe, now are tied 2-2. That game is at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. Minnesota Motor sponsors our period break. And again, no scoring in this one. And so our scoring summary is very short. But Fergus Falls with 5 shots on goal, and Thief River Falls with 6 shots on goal. So that's where things stand right now. Both teams generating some chances. The Otters had a couple pretty good chances in that one, but both goaltenders McKenna Carr and Ella Stem have done well. I would say the Otters had a few of the better chances, but they'll start out here with a power play. So the Otter boys, 2 minutes left in that game. 2-2 is the score against New Ulm, and so that's where things stand in that one towards the end of the game. So we'll take a break and we'll talk to Mike DeBrito after this timeout.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some over-processed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Hey, we're back here at the Huck Memorial Ice Arena in East Grand Forks. That's one of the best names for a hockey rink. Huck Olson. I think there's some history about him, but they got a lot of history up here. In the 50s, they were dynamite, and went to the state tournament a little later on in the early 2000s, I think, too. But 0-0 is our score. I'm joined by Mike DeBrito, and it's fun to always talk to alumni when they're back over Christmas break. But Mike's playing hockey at Liberty University ACHA Division I, and I have a lot of fun following you and our other guys that are playing, and man, you got quite a neat thing going at Liberty. Great fans, big crowds, good hockey. But just talk about your experience so far again.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, it's a great place to play and great place to go to school too. It's the motto of the school is training champions for Christ, and they show that every day. Just with all the lectures, everything's very Christ-centered and showing a biblical worldview in whatever area you're studying. But yeah, the hockey's unbelievable. It's good hockey. So.
Yeah, and what's your major, Mike? I think I know tell the people kind of what you're thinking about.
Yeah, so I'm majoring in national security with a specialization in intelligence. So it's a lot of government classes and kind of learning about the history of espionage, I guess you could say, and kind of how our government is using that in today's world. So, yeah.
So if you see Mike DeBrito walking around Fergus Falls with an alias someday, you know what that might be. But talk about the team, and you've been putting up some points too. I've been following that too. But how has your season been going for you guys? And I know your mom and dad were down and watched. Minot has a good team, but how have you been doing personally in the team too?
Personally, I've been playing all right. I mean, I'm playing consistently well, and I think that's all I can really ask for. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself this year. I'm just focusing on working hard and having fun, and our team is kind of struggling a little bit. We're fairly young. I think we only have like 2 seniors, so just kind of trying to figure each other out a little bit. But we're going to Finland as a team for a missions trip in January, so hopefully that'll kind of bring us together a little bit more, and hopefully we can make a run at a national championship here.
Talk about some of the other Minnesotans, a few other guys on the team you have on the D1 team especially.
Yeah, so we have I think 7 guys from Minnesota, and I knew 4 of them or 3 of them before playing for Liberty, and one of them actually was at St. Cloud Cathedral, Reed Bogenholm.
Oh, yeah.
He's
DeMar's still there?
Yep, DeMar's is still there. Yep, and then Conrad Kausch from Duluth East, and I live with Conrad. He's a great dude. The Minnesota connection's pretty fun, just kind of seeing who we all know and our thoughts on everybody from Minnesota. So yeah,
that's fun. It's fun to think of all the guys still playing after high school, guys that you played with, and even some younger guys, and it's a lot of fun. And I always say, do it while you can, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's funny, just thinking about guys who are still playing after high school. I was at the boys' game against Detroit Lakes, and I was watching the Otter buddies skate out there, and I was like, one of those kids was probably born after I graduated, and I was like, making me feel pretty old, but yeah.
So you're home for Christmas, and then you're going to play in the alumni game?
Oh, yeah. I've been training for that since last year. Yep, that's the highlight of my year.
Yeah. That is a lot of fun. I think a few of our boys will be out there. I don't know if Isaac's going to play or not, though. We'll have to see. So, yeah.
He's having a big year.
Yeah,
I've been following him a little bit. So.
Yeah. Fun to come back and watch the boys' team, and I know it's younger players look up to you guys, too, that are playing hockey, and same with the girls, too, but it creates a good culture.
Yeah, it's funny. I was after the game on Thursday, I was standing outside the locker room and talking to Leighton Buckmeyer, and then all the boys came out and said hi to me, and they were just talking to me, and I was like, I'm kind of surprised you even remember who I am. Like,
you're not that old.
Well, I feel pretty old, but
How about a shout out to your grandma? You stayed up there in Boston. A little shout out.
Yeah, Grandma Barb, how's it going? Thanks for letting us stay at your place last night. Love you.
That's good. So thanks a lot, Mike, for coming up. I know in our broadcast when there's alumni home, it's fun to have guys on, but good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Thanks for having me.
All right, Mike DeBrito, join us at our between our first and second periods. We'll take another break, come back with more here from the Huck Olson Memorial Arena. Right now it's 0-0 after 1 period of play.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here at the Huck between the first and second periods. No score on the Otter Tail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard. Otter boys now in overtime. They're just starting their overtime. They're tied 2-2 back at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena, so we'll keep tabs on that game as well. Shots on goal, 5 for Fergus Falls and 6 for Thief River Falls. That's where things stand right now. And again, I want to tell you about Running Stitches Embroidery. They're your local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. We'll take one more break before we start period number 2. The Otters will start on a power play. They'll have 1:25 with an extra advantage. I have that for you after this break.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Mark Johnson back with you. The Otter boys lose 3-2 in overtime. Just catching that. So Otter boys lose 3-2 to New Ulm. And so, yeah, so they'll have a busy week. I think 3 games this next week, and we'll have some of those games for you, the action coming up. Prowlers are back out on the ice. Otters will come back out here momentarily. And we'll get things going here on period number 2. Again, the Otters and the Prowlers scoreless here through the first 17 minutes of play. And again, Otters had some opportunities, and so far unable to put the puck in the back of the net. But it's gonna happen here. And again, Fergus Falls looking for their 5th win of the season, and the Prowlers, they are 8-2 right now. That's where they stand, and they've had a pretty good start to the season. And of course, Section 8 kind of all roads go through Warroad. Otters have played the Lady Warriors the last few years, but this year the northern trip is Thief River Falls and East Grand Forks. We've also played Crookston on these trips as well. And speaking of Crookston, they have a really nice rink there as well. You know, so a lot of nice new rinks in the area. And we're in the Huck here. And my brother-in-law has played for Roseau, and they played a lot of games up here, up in Thief River Falls at the Huck. But this is a neat old barn here. No question about that. All right, our second period is set to begin. And again, Fergus Falls right now trailing by a score, 0-0 is our score. And it'll be Brindley Scholl, Avery Tonneson, and Maddie Brimhall defensively, Rachel DeBrito, and Shay Katzenmeyer. Here's Olsenowski and Scholl on the draw. Rachel DeBrito, right side. Maddie Brimhall taps it forward, try to get it to Brindley Scholl, and sent back in, and they're going to wave the icing off. She was on that side of the red line, but no icing. Otters on the power play. Here's Brindley Scholl. She'll skate it up. Pass, nobody home there, and sent off the boards. Now 50 seconds left in the one-man advantage for Fergus Falls. Number 15, Charlie Hamry in the box with a trip. Maddie Brimhall had the puck stop. I don't know, it's some ice there that wasn't set up totally, but it just kind of stopped as she was stick handling. Here's DeBrito with the puck now. Tried to get it ahead. That's tapped forward by Olsenowski. And Shay Katzenmeyer will carry it up. Here's Shay. She'll gain the zone, get things set up. Otters still got an opportunity here. 25 seconds in the one-man advantage. Katzenmeyer with the puck. Now Tonneson out to DeBrito. Rachel with a shot. Maddie Brimhall. Shot there, gets a pipe there. You could hear it probably back home there. Good opportunity. Good shot by, here's Katie Berggren. Playing it over to Avery Tonneson. Or not Katie Berggren, Katzenmeyer. And the Prowlers are back at full strength. Comes out to DeBrito. Tied up there. Olsenowski taps it forward. Here's a chance for Olsenowski. Got Gallagher with her. Olsenowski walks in to the trailer. Coming out of the penalty box was Hamry, and the pass was behind her. Here's a 2-on-2. Brindley Scholl back the other direction. Plays it in on goal, and McKenna Carr will get on top that one, and we'll get a face-off in the Otter offensive zone with 15:13 to play in the second period. Can the Otter boys lose a heartbreaker in overtime by a score of 3-2? Face-off won by Thief River Falls, tapped by Avery Tonneson, and then out of the zone, out to neutral. Brindley Harris will throw it off the wall. And Ashton Wohlers battling along the wall. They're right by the linesman. Puck comes back out to neutral ice. And Brindley Harris will send it in. Picked up by Grace Knutson. She'll carry that out to the near side. And now Sawatsky tries to move it out and does so. And they're saying no icing. They're going to wave the icing off. It's picked up by DeBrito. Here's DeBrito over the half wall. But with the puck there now is Bryn Hennon. Out to Knutson. She's hit from behind there. Here comes Aubrey Nelson up to left side. Aubrey with the puck. Circles. Sends it out to the point to Harris. Right side one-timer to Brito, low on the ice. Otters looking for someone to gather a rebound. Good one-timer by Rachel DeBrito. She'll send it in. Otters will change all 5. Ella Dirkman, Katie Berggren, and Claire Duffy on for Fergus Falls. So Claire Duffy seeing some action here in this one as well. Puck out to neutral ice, picked up by Katzenmeyer. Katzenmeyer to Zender. Near side pass. And then into the Otters zone. Claire Duffy will go on the forecheck. And away with the puck goes Grace Knutson. Boy, she can move. Grace Knutson up the right side, walks in, shoots. Save made by Ella Dirkman. Claire Duffy tried to center it there to Berggren. Picked up by Thief River Falls. Now Duffy. And Kinsey Zender. Avery Tonneson with the puck. Avery will gain the zone. Gives it off. Try to get it to Brimhall. Went off her skate. Pops out the neutral ice and then back into the Otters zone. DeBrito quickly to Brindley Scholl. Tried to find Tonneson. Now it's picked up by Sawatsky. Played over the line. Brindley Scholl tap it to Tonneson. Catches it in the skates. And hits Maddie Brimhall up the left side. Brimhall goes wide. Maddie with a puck. Had the goal last night. Around the net. Walks around. Shoots. And the save made by Carr. Carr just stood still in that spot. A good hard shot by Brimhall. 12:51 to play in period number 2. And again, the Lady Otters lost last night by a score of 8-1 to East Grand Forks. Scholl on the draw. Otters going to win it. Brindley Harris now to Maddie Brimhall. Maddie with a puck. Backhands it down below the goal line. Brindley Scholl. Brindley picks it up in the corner. Cycles it to Tonneson. Avery sends it out in the slot. Nobody home there. Looking for Aubrey Nelson. And it's taken away by Dallagher. Here's Dallagher. Lilia Dallagher up to left side. DeBrito sends her into the corner. Got to hold number 28 off the score sheet. Dallagher with a puck. Backhands it to Olsenowski. Olsenowski tapped behind the net, but it's picked up by Brindley Harris. Dallagher picks it up, though. Dallagher with the puck. Drops it to Olsenowski. Sends it to the corner. Rachel DeBrito picks it up. Here's Rachel up to the left side. Tried to center it, but it's picked off out at neutral ice and then sent back in by Ava Seeger. Behind goaltender Sem. And then the stretch pass to Aubrey Nelson, a little too far. And the retreating is Chloe Bennett. Left side pass. Otters poke check it away. Grace Knutson right in front of her own goalkeeper. Sends it off the boards. And it's caught there by Kipton Anderson. Sent over the line. Haven't seen this line for Thief River yet. Kinsey Zender battling on the near half wall down in the corner. There was Sawatsky, and comes Ashton Wohlers, comes out to the point to Knutson. Knutson makes a move, moves into the high slot shot over the top of the net. Now Aubrey Nelson will try to gain control. It's picked up by Katzenmeyer. Shade of the wing. Grace Knutson is there. She's a D, but she's been down below the goal line quite a bit here. Out high it goes. Shot back to Knutson. Knutson will circle back. Still with the puck. Very good hockey player. Knutson trying to find somebody on a weak side. Looking over there for Kipton Anderson. Shot through traffic. Picked up by Kinsey Zender. Here's Zender with the puck. Zender will send it off the half wall. Ashton Wohlers trying to dig it out there right along the blue line. Kept in by the Prowlers. No score in this one. 10:40 to play here in the second period. Good battle going on here at the Huck Olson Memorial Arena. Over the line with the puck now. Comes Kennett, taken away from her. Door is open. Puck just about went in there. Thief River Falls making a change right when the puck was right by the door. Otters trying to move it out. Fan on the clearing attempt. Katzenmeyer's after it. Good strong play by Shea. Puck pops back out off onto the stick of Haley Seeger. Seeger the puck behind the goal line. Seeger with it now. She'll send it off the half wall out high. There to Ava Seeger. Puck in the slot. Brindley Scholl trying to get after it. A little push here now by Thief River Falls. Otters are out shooting the Prowlers 8-7. It's been a tight defensive game here. Puck came out, and they got to check back up. The Prowlers do. And that's offsides as number 12, Addie Beanick, did not check back up. And Rachel DeBrito and Brindley Harris come out defensively. And the faceoff will be right in front of the Prowler bench, right below us here. With 9:49 to play and no score in the hockey game here on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters win the draw. Brindley Scholl. Far side. That's Dolliger. She wears number 28. And Brindley Harris sends it into the zone. Picked up by Knutson. She'll send it up forward. Prowlers trying to gain control of it. Now they get it to Dolliger. Now to Olsenowski. Left dot. Olsenowski walking in, centering pass to Dolliger. Save made. Pad save with the right leg there of LSM. Knutson with a shot. And Sem makes the save, and it's tapped out from underneath her glove. Goes into the far corner. Comes up to the far boards, and Barrett can't hold it in. That's sent off the half wall. Olsenowski, or Dolliger lost it. Brindley Scholl will send it in. Otters get a change. Aubrey Nelson, Zierden, and Wohlers out. Here comes Great Knutson, skating through traffic. Turned over by Dolliger. And here comes the pass, a little too far for Brooke Zierden, but she's going to accelerate against Barrett. Zierden, a very good skater, strong athlete. Had a good volleyball season. Over to the far side. Zierden keeps it in. Aubrey Nelson will send it below the goal line. Ashton Wohlers will go on the forecheck. Pops out to Zinder. Puck behind the net. Here's Chloe Barrett. She'll send it to the near side for Dolliger. Lily Dolliger. But it comes out to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey, right side pass to Zierden. Backhands out front. Sauced it out front. Sent, and just clearing it out are the Prowlers. Little push here by the Otters now. Pass to the near side. Lily Dolliger will send it in. She'll get off. On the forecheck goes Sawatsky in the corner against Aubrey Nelson. And also Shea Katzenmeyer. Caroms it off the board. Aubrey trying to move it out. Finds Ashton Wohlers. Good job by Wohlers. Ashton accelerates. Ashton with good speed up the right side. Being hooked and brought down. Nothing doing there. No call. Wohlers is down. And we are going to have maybe a short injury timeout. But Wohlers is getting up, though. She's going to be okay. The trainer's coming out. So this injury timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. But Wohlers is up off the ice. That's good to see. Appreciate the good folks at Lake Region Healthcare. Round of applause for Ashton Wohlers. 7:43 left to go in the second quarter. Or second period, pardon me. No music here between puck drops. Same way with last night. Must be something here north of Highway 2. Yeah. But anyhow, no, it's just an observation. Just straight up hockey. That's what we like, though, too. We enjoy music, too, but just a different atmosphere that way. Ella Dirkman, Claire Duffy, and Katie Berggren on the draw. It's going to be won by Thief River Falls. Tapped it over the line there by number 16, Bryn Hennon, and it comes in on Dirkman, and Dirkman makes the easy save. So we're set to go here. The faceoff will be to the blocker side of senior Ella Dirkman. Her sister Anna Dirkman was injured in the third period of the JV game. We'll talk to Justin Arneson between the second and third period. One of the coaches of the JV along with Ellie Anderson. Puck comes out into the slot. Backhanded there. Good defensive play by DeBrito out front. Rachel sent it off the boards. Katie Berggren gets it out to neutral ice. Chasing after the puck now and gaining possession is Rowan Kennett. Kennett will circle back. Good job, though. Otters keep the pressure on. Dug out along the wall. Sent in by Katie Berggren. Claire Duffy will head into the corner. After it. In comes Katie Berggren. I like the way Katie plays a lot of fire. All these Otters do. Here's DeBrito. Rachel sent it in, but it did hit one of the Otters on the way in, so the faceoff's going to come out to center ice. 7:03 to play in the period. We'll have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up in just a couple of minutes. Running Stitches Embroidery in Fergus Falls is your apparel source for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Face off at neutral ice, won by the Otters. Brindley Scholl sent it in. Not deep enough, though. It was a good play there defensively by number 27, Barrett. Now Scholl back with it. Brindley gains the line, kicks it, keeps on the puck. Just really tough on pucks. Brimhall lost her stick. She'll pick it up and back check. Getting pretty physical out there now. Grace Knutson with the puck. She'll circle back. Lost it momentarily. Avery Tonneson will pick it up. And the Otters are going to be off sides. She was just trying to get in. And her line mate was trying to get back on sides. 6:28 to play in the second period. Low shots, 9 for Thief River Falls, 8 for Fergus Falls. Again, Otters still without Hannah Johnson. She had a shoulder injury against St. Cloud. And hopefully we'll be back here this upcoming week. One of the captains along with Rachel DeBrito. Again, the Otter JV team wins by a score of 2-1. They had an overtime game last night. Lost that one 2-1, but won this one, a tight one, 2-1. So some low-scoring defensive battles for the Otter JV team. And head coach Isaac Vattenstall talking to both the officials here out at center ice. Got all three of them, got their attention over there. 6:28 to play. So 6:28 to play here in the second period. Otters going to win the draw. Brindley Harris will send it in. Otters go on the forecheck. Aubrey Nelson, Brooke Zierden, and Ashton Wohlers. Tap forward by Rachel DeBrito and picked up now by Lily Dallagher. Dallagher sends it out to neutral ice. Now we'll gain the zone. Dallagher battling with Zierden. Dallagher out front to Olsenowski. Backhands it. Could have shot there. Kick forward there by Zierden. Again, Zierden, a soccer player. A lot of these gals play soccer as well, and it's a good combination for hockey if you can catch that puck in your skates. Dug out of the corner by the Prowlers. They try to center it out front, and it's picked up by Zierden. Headman pass a little too far there for Ashton Wohlers. Kick forward by Aubrey Nelson. Here's Aubrey with it. Turns back. Puck still in the slot. Shot there just with a toe save on the right side or the left side. And the right side of the goal is Carr with the save. Over the line now is a shot in off the stick of Hamry. 5:26 to play in the period. Aubrey Nelson taps it forward. She'll accelerate up the right side. Aubrey still with the puck. Sends it over to Claire Duffy. Duffy in the corner. Try to hold it up there along the boards. She'll battle there. Try to kick it out. 5:10 to play in the period. Battle for the puck. Otters battling in the corners. It's scooped up along the boards, and Bryland tried to send it out. Hopefully the Otters can get to it on the near side. Katie Bergman hustling after it. Then sent out by the Prowlers. And it's picked up by Kinsey Zender. Caromed off the wall. Claire Duffy couldn't quite reel that one in. And now here's Brindley Scholl. Scholl with the puck. Walking in. Sends a shot. A good low shot that time. And Carr makes the save and then gets on top of it with triple fours left on the board. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Park Region scoreboard reads 10-9 on the shots in favor of Thief River Falls. Again, we are in the Huck Olson Memorial Arena up here by the rafters, but it's really not a bad place at all to broadcast from. Brindley Harris with a shot. Save made. Puck is loose. Scooped up by Knutson. Knutson for the Prowlers. Good forecheck by the Otters. Goes over the far half wall. Bryland tries to get it out. Kept in by Maddie Brimhall. Otters with a little push here. Shots are even. 10-10. It's 0-0. We're in the second period. We have 4:20 to play. Puck pops out to neutral. DeBrito will send it back in. Otters will go on the forecheck. And here comes Grace Knutson. Knutson will gain the line. Grace Knutson with a puck. Still with it. Looking for somebody out front behind the goal line. Turns. Surveying the situation. Knutson tried to send it out front, and the Otters come up with it. Here's Ashton Wohlers. Good speed for number 5 up the left side. Ashton pulls it back up. Looking for support. Sends it towards the goal as Brooke Zierden was creating traffic out in front of the net. Puck sent back here now and picked up by Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey will skate it the other direction. Aubrey is going to gain the zone. Skates it into the corner. Sends it out, and it's tapped out of there, and that was off the stick of Musserstead, and an icing call on Thief River Falls. Otters need to drive the net here, get to the pipe, get in that between the hash marks, and see if they can beat McKenna Carr. I was talking to the Thief River Falls announcer, and she said she's been really good this year. Both goaltenders stopping everything thus far. And the draw is going to be controlled by Fergus Falls. Picked up by Katie Berger and sends it back to Katzenmeyer. Shea now to Zender. Kinsey with the puck. She'll send it in, ring the boards. Otters go on the forecheck. Ella Dirkman and Katie Berger and Claire Duffy. We're in the second period. 3:06 to play here in the second period. Good hard work down low by Katie Bergeron. Thief River Falls will move it out now. Haley Seeger, sophomore winger, up the left side, dumps it in. Olsenowski comes on, she gets off, and it's sent up along the boards there by Katzenmeyer. Shea sends it forward. Oh, was going to look for Brimhall, but we have an icing call here on the Otters. An icing call on the Otters. 2:38 to play. And again, JV coach Justin Arneson will join us between the second and third periods. Face-off will be to the left, the glove side here of LSM. And the Otters without the services of LSM and Hannah Johnson. Into the high slot, Gallagher tied up. Good job by Brimhall. Strong stick by Maddie. Gallagher will send it over to the far side. And that's going to go over there toward Hamry. Tapped down nicely, though, by Rachel DeBrito. Puck at neutral ice. They regroup. Barrett gives it off to Grace Knutson. Boy, here comes Gallagher. Left side, Gallagher walking in. Tried to center it. Great play by DeBrito defensively. Nice play by Rachel. 2:05 to play in the period. Brindley Harris taps it forward. Now it's picked up by Rachel. Rachel behind the net will ring the boards. Knutson will keep it in, but it's tapped out by Avery Tonneson. Good job by Avery. Gets it in. Avery will forecheck. Far side pass. Comes out to Shea Katzenmeyer. Here's Shea with a puck behind goaltender LSM. Shea will try to move it up, but it's picked off here by Sawatsky. Sawatsky out by the blue line will backhand it into the corner. Now it goes behind LSM. They try to center it out front. Good job by the Otters defensively, clogging things up out front. And Ava Seeger will pick it up now for Thief River Falls. Good pressure by Zierden. Brooke will steal it away. Great play by Brooke Zierden. Knutson with it now. Up the right side is Grace Knutson. Knutson gets around the D, walks in, shot, save made by LSM. So a good shot and a nice save that time. Well, for those of you viewing at home, we'll take a look at that. But Knutson accelerated up the right side, and LSM with a nice save and looks it right in. 0-0, 11 shots for Thief River Falls, 11 for Fergus Falls, and we have 1:03 to play. Face off to the left of LSM. Otters going to win the draw. Good job by Brindley Scholl. Now to the near side, Avery Tonneson off her stick. Picked up here by Brindley Harris. Brindley will send it over to Maddie. Now out to Brindley Scholl. Brindley through traffic. One of the Thief River Falls players blew a tire. DeBrito will pick it up on the near half wall. And now Harris will send it in, and that's going to be an icing call here on the Otters. So an icing call here on Fergus Falls. 35.6 seconds to play in the period. We have our Minnesota Motor period break coming up. Still no scoring summary to be had. Shots are even, 11 apiece. And here comes the face-off by Zierden. Going to be won by Thief River Falls. Picked up by Olsenowski. She's tripped up. Just kind of lost an edge, I guess. Comes out high to Knutson. Grace Knutson out high. Sends one there. Good stick by Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey tried to chip it up the boards. Or Zierden tried to pick it up the boards. Here's Olsenowski walking in. Shot, save made, rebound. Olsenowski loses her edge. Kinsey Zender with 12 seconds. Kinsey will gain the zone. Zender battling. Knutson with it. 4 seconds to go. She'll hold it along the boards, and that is the end of the second period. We have no score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard, so no score. Shots on goal 12 for Thief River Falls and 11 for the Otters in a tight one here from the Huck Olson Memorial Arena. We'll take a break and come back with our Minnesota Motor period break after this timeout. Minnesota Motor Company on South Peb Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's that? Hey, we're back here at the Huck Olson Memorial Arena. The Otters and the Prowlers are tied 0-0, pardon me. And statistically, one power play for the Otters so far in this one. That's been the only a special teams opportunity for either team. And the shots are pretty much even, 12-11 in favor of Thief River Falls. And so a much better game here for the Otters. And again, after that 8-1 loss last night, they've turned around and are putting together 34 minutes of good hockey here. But they'll have one more period to play here. And again, a tough loss for the Otter boys today at home against New Ulm, losing to the Eagles 3-2 in overtime. And Brant Sherman and Caden Zender with goals. And so Fergus Falls, now the Lady Otters have an opportunity to come out here and see if they can bury one early. And it's just been kind of a tight defensive game here. Both teams kind of just clogging things up in front of the net in the high slot and neutral zone as well. Been a few chances, but both goalies have played well. In addition, McKenna Carr has stopped 11 of 11, and LSM has stopped 12 of 12 that she's faced. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll get a hold of Justin Arneson here a bit, and we'll talk some more Otter JV hockey. And it's the Otters, the Prowlers 0-0 on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region service beyond the connection.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Hey, we're back here at the Huck in Thief River Falls. And, yeah, the Otters and the Prowlers are tied 0-0. And a tight one here, a tight defensive battle at that. Upcoming this week on Tuesday, we'll have Otter Girls Hockey as River Lakes comes to town. That'll be on Z103, 7 o'clock puck track, 6:45 pregame. Thursday night will be boys hockey, Wilmer at Fergus Falls, as the Otters will host. Have a busy stretch here. Otter boys hockey, it'll be Thursday as well, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I believe. Little Falls on Friday, and that's a section game again now, so that's a rivalry game. And so we have Tuesday River Lakes, Thursday that's River Lakes and Fergus girls, and then it'll be Wilmer at Fergus Falls. And the Otter boys want to avenge that playoff loss to the Cardinals, and that'll be in Fergus Falls. And then Friday, Little Falls comes to town to take on the Otters. So some good action coming up. And again, these games are streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the YouTube channel. And again, you can catch it on the radio, catch it on your phone, on your smart TV, and it's a good opportunity to watch the student athletes, especially when they're on the road. And we're glad that we could bring you these games this weekend. Shots on goal, 12 for Thief River, 11 for the Otters. Otters had one power play in the second period. That was the only power play of the game, and that's where things stand right now. Take another break, and we'll come back with more on our Minnesota Motor period break. Minnesota Motor Company on South Peb Lake Road, 0-0 Otters and Prowlers after 2.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community fitted is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to the Huck. And again, the Otters and the Prowlers are tied 0-0 after 2 periods of play. And again, Otter boys losing by a score of 3-2 in overtime. Shots on goal in that game looked like New Ulm with 39 shots on goal. So Stenstrom with another good game, and goalie stops 36 of 39. And the Otters put 31 shots on the New Ulm goaltender. And Caden Zender scored a power play goal. assists going to Chase Johnston and Luke Johnson. Then Brant Sherman with an Eva strike goal with Parker Tilke getting the assist on that one. And so not a lot of penalties in that game. Just a couple of penalties on the Otters, one on New Ulm. And it was interesting last night, our son Isaac's game, Brook Bandits and the Trail Smoke Eaters, a big game out in BC for both those teams. There was not one penalty the entire game. It's just really weird. And our son Isaac, at the end of the second period, got an elbow and blood, no call. So I'm just saying that's just the way things go. He was okay, but to have a junior A level hockey game with no penalties is kind of crazy. Yeah, it happens though, and there's been just only one here thus far in this game. So again, it's 0-0. It's been a pretty good hockey game here defensively, and just not a lot of breakdowns, you know, as far as like breakaways or odd man rushes and that. And both teams playing pretty disciplined in their own end, and both goaltenders playing well here this afternoon too. And the Otters had a couple good opportunities. Maddie Brimhall got a pipe and maybe 2 pipes in this game, and she's heating up here. She had a goal last night, and Avery Tonneson and Brinley Scholl with assists in that one. But it's been a pretty good defensive battle here in this one. So both teams will be out momentarily, being hosted well here by the staff at the Huck and Ralph Engelstad Arena. And glad we can bring you these games. Again, the Otter girls lost last night 8-1, and this one is 0-0 right now. So take one more break, and then we'll come back with a puck drop. It's 0-0 after 2.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Mark Johnson back with you. Again, Dave Bishop, our cameraman and engineer, keeping everything going here. I'll get Dave over there in the... Yeah, he's good. He's... There he is. And he's really the mastermind behind everything. Him and Derek City, and yeah. And we did not do a concession stand impromptu where to eat. So today, we had a little Chinese food earlier, but last night I'm eating my loaded baked potato, and Dave says, "Oh, I'm gonna do a little Facebook where to eat." I didn't know we were gonna publish that, and I was kind of hamming it up, but. Yeah, KBRF Facebook, you can look at it. And at least I didn't leave any cheese on my face or any sour cream, but that was a good loaded baked potato. And we still have the best concession stand the Otters have had historically, and continue to have the best concession stand in Minnesota State high school hockey. So, all right, Otters are back out on the rink and getting warmed up here, as that concludes our Minnesota Motor period break. And we have a face-off here at center ice. The Otters will move to my left this time. It could be the next team that scores wins, the way this game has gone. Not a lot of high-powered offense in this one, just a lot of defensive play and good goaltending. But that makes for an interesting game that way. And so the Otters here now will move to my left, the Prowlers to my right. So Olsenowski will take the draw here. And I think Rachel's saying there's a lot of water on the ice still, just talking to the officials. And then he throws a puck over there. Did he throw that just to prove the puck would slide? But it just rolled. It didn't even slide. Yeah. I mean, I think Rachel was just asking. And always, I've never seen that before. You know what I mean? Usually they're just asking, make sure the ice is set up, because it's horrible to play when it's too wet. So, and then officials coming over to talk to Isaac Vattenstall, and must be talking about the ice. I haven't seen an official ever do that. Just throw it and say, "Hey, it's fine. Let's play hockey." But they're kibitzing down there and kind of laughing. But you want to have it. I've seen it many, many times where people are stick handling behind the net, and all of a sudden the puck just stops. It's like, and then and they sometimes it's a turnover.
It's so cold. How does it not instantly freeze?
Yep. So they're just letting the ice set up here a little bit. And especially like spring and summer hockey, sometimes you get in some barns and some rinks, and there's a lot of puddles there. And I'm no expert on Zambonis, but I know Fred Zamboni or Franklin Zamboni, one of the two invented it. But sometimes when you go around the ends, you can get a lot of water there. And this is kind of a little aside. When you look at a rink, you can look at the dasher or the board, the yellow one by the ice, and if it's very uneven, sometimes the ice is uneven. So. All right, here we go. Otters are set to go here. Prowlers are set to go. Are you seeing that a little bit? Yeah. So, all right. Oh, look at that. Dave's giving us a shot there. Don't have a tape measure out, but all right. Our guys in Fergus do a great job with the rink. Here we go. Zierden on the draw with Olsenowski. Our third period's underway. Prowlers win the draw. Comes to the near side. It's picked up by Hamry in the corner. Aubrey Nelson there and poke checks it away. Hamry will get it back. Where's number 15? Centers out front for Olsenowski, who fanned on it. Puck out the neutral, tap back in, but the Prowlers have to check back up. DeBrito is going to go for a skate. A headman pass to Zierden. Backhand to the far side to Lila Gallagher, and it's picked up now by Brindley Harris. Brindley to DeBrito. Here's Rachel with a puck. Tapped in by Aubrey Nelson. She'll get off, as does Ashton Woolers. Here comes Avery Tonneson and Maddie Brimhall. Puck at neutral ice. Gaining the zone is Grace Knutson. Loses the puck. Picked up by Shea Katzenmeyer. Karam's off the board, but it does go to Olsenowski. Sent back behind the net, and it's picked up there by the Otters. Out to neutral ice. The Otters, they're going to say it was tipped, so no icing. Otters catch a break there. Played by goaltender McKenna Carr. Comes out, picked up by Maddie Brimhall. Karam's out to the far side. Kinsey Zender will keep it in. Kinsey into the corner against Sawatsky. Brindley Scholl joins the party. Maddie Brimhall after it. Maddie with a good long reach, but it's taken away there by Lila Gallagher. Gallagher up the left side on the backhand. Shot and a save made. Tried to get a rebound. Good job by Sem. Puck to the near side. Out to the point. Gallagher with the puck. Still with it. Taps along the near half wall. It's picked up and sent out to neutral ice. I thought that might have hit the outer bench. Then sent in by Fergus Falls. Katie Berggren, along with Ella Dirkman, and an icing call here against Thief River Falls. No score with 15:06 to play in the game. Shots are 12-11 in favor of Thief River Falls. Faceoff will be to the left of the goaltender McKenna Carr to her glove side. Brooke Zierden will take the draw here. Along against number 8, Abigail Seeger. Otters win the draw. Katie Berggren sends it into the corner. Puck behind the goal line. And away with the puck comes Grace Knutson. Got to know where number 24 is. Knutson, very good skater. Over the line, walks in, sends a shot on goal. Comes back out, Sawatsky with a goal. And Sem dials it right in. Good job by Sem. Initial shot came from Knutson, then Sawatsky puts a rebound shot on. And a nice save there. Face-off won by Thief River Falls. Comes out to Knutson, slaps it along the wall. Hamry had it momentarily, and now Zierden up the left side. Brooke Zierden powers her way through traffic. Sends it into the corner. Here's Katie Berggren, circles back. Sends it out to Zender. Shot there blocked off the shin pads of Bryn Hennon. kept in by Katie Berger, and she's had a good game this afternoon. We're going to have a penalty. A high stick. So penalty here on Thief River Falls on Grace Knutson. So the Otters will get a power play opportunity here. Boy, if you get a special team's opportunity in a 0-0 game, you got to use it. Time of the penalty is at 2:42 of the period. Brooke Zierden will take the draw here. Ashton Wohlers and Aubrey Nelson, Rachel DeBrito, and Katzenmeyer. Here's Rachel with the puck. Near side for Wohlers. Shot there blocked. It went right into the shin pads of Rowan Kennett. It popped out. Here's a 2-on-1. Olsenowski with Daliger. Olsenowski with a shot. Save made. Puck comes into the corner. She had Daliger up the left side, elected to shoot low and try to create a rebound opportunity. Katzenmeyer, near side pass to Aubrey Nelson. Aubrey through traffic. Aubrey still on the puck. Walking in. Aubrey will drop it, but it's tapped out of the zone and picked up here now by Rachel DeBrito. Here's Rachel up the left side. Rachel with the puck. Drops it for Nelson. Fans on it, but walks in. Shot, save made, rebound, kept in though by Katzenmeyer. Here's Shea with a shot. That's going to be blocked by Daliger. Shea keeps it in. Good job by Shea Katzenmeyer. Aubrey Nelson, let's get it set up here, girls. Aubrey Nelson, 5-on-4 here. Near side, DeBrito, one-timer, fanned on it. Brindley Harris out. Down along the half wall, just got to settle it down. Out to DeBrito, one-timer goes into the corner. Picked up by Scholl. Brindley Scholl behind the goal line. 39 seconds left on the one-man advantage. Scholl along the dot. Circles it back out to Rachel. Here's DeBrito with the puck. Now to Brindley Scholl. Brindley Scholl, shot there left of the net. DeBrito hustles over and keeps it in. D to Harris. Catches on her backhand. Brindley Harris taps it down into the corner. Aubrey Nelson after it. Over to the far side. Wohlers will keep it in. Over to Brindley Harris. She'll poke check it down low. Otters haven't got any great chances here yet. Battle there. Daliger will clear it, and that will do it there. That'll kill the penalty off. As Grace Knutson is back on the ice here for the Prowlers. Zender to Brimhall. And off a Hamry stick and picked up on the right side by Avery Tonneson. Drops it for Brimhall. But coming out and after it are the Prowlers. Sawatsky with a puck. Walks in, sends a shot on, and a nice save once again by LSM. So good job by LSM. Had a good angle there as Sawatsky gained the zone and put one on net, and Ella goes down. No rebound whatsoever. So 11:55 to go. The face-off will be to the right of Sem. Down below the goal line. Katie Bergen with the puck. No, I mean Katzenmeyer. Double teamed in the corner. Pops out and it's picked up by Zierden. Here's Brooke. Near side pass to Tonneson. 2-on-2. Avery Tonneson with the puck. Walking in through traffic. Here's Zierden now. Shot there by Tonneson and a save made. Good job by Avery Tonneson. Good strong shot. And with a face-off in the Otter offensive zone. Otters and the Prowlers tied 0-0. 15 shots on goal for Thief River and 12 for the Otters. Here's Brindley Scholl to take the draw against Olsenowski. Face-off won by the Otters. Out to Harris. Brindley Harris with a puck to DeBrito. Rachel sends it into the corner. Battle for it there. Grace Knutson. Oh, they're going to call a hooking call on Scholl. And so the Prowlers will go on the power play here. So we had one penalty through 2 periods. And we have 2 here now with 11:16 to go in the hockey game. And Brindley Scholl going to the box. Time of this penalty is going to be at 5:46 of the period. And the face-off will come in the Otter defensive zone until the glove side of Anna Sim. 11:16 to play. Brimhall take the draw against Olsenowski. Face-off's going to be won by the Otters. Picked up by DeBrito. Here's Rachel. And she'll send it. Good job. Rachel got some space there and just sent to the length of the ice. Here's Grace Knutson. Now to Olsenowski. Centering pass. That's Hamry. And the Otters will send it back out. Good job by the Otters on the kill. And Wohler's after it. She'll send one just wide of the net. Puck out to neutral. Brindley Harris sends it back to DeBrito. Rachel will send it. Good job. The Otters clogging up the neutral zone here. Down below the goal line. Aubrey Nelson doing a good job on this kill. Picked up now by Rowan Kennett. She'll skate it. Loses it, though, in traffic. And Grace Knutson, 3-on-2. But a power play here for Thief River Falls. Knutson in the corner. Minute left to go in the penalty to Brindley Scholl, and it's taken away by Aubrey Nelson. Good kill here for the Otters. Nice job by Aubrey Nelson there. And then goaltender Carr freezes it. I think they needed a change. They'll get a face-off in the D zone. And so Avery Tonneson, Maddie Brimhall, Shea Katzenmeyer, and Kinsey Zender on here for Fergus Falls. Face-off is going to be won by the Prowlers. Back behind the net, outlet pass to the near side to Addie Bainick. And sent in by Sawatsky, in on Sem. Sem tried to direct it into the corner. Didn't go very far. It kind of hit her blocker pad in uniform where it meets puck behind the net. Good job by Zender. Zender, good patience there. She just got her on the goal line. Instead of flipping it out and allowing the D at the point to keep it in, she just found some space and some dead ice and then sent it the length of the ice. 20 seconds left in the power play. Stolen away by Brimhall. Good job by Maddie in the corner. Picked up by Tonneson. And she'll send one through the crease to the near side. Again, 0-0 is our score here with 9:25 to play. Up the right side, Breland. Breland walks in, sends a shot on it, misses wide right. Rebound out front, tapped into the corner by Tonneson. Avery doing a good job. The puck was laying there in front of goaltender Sem. Shot through traffic, kind of a lofting, flipping shot. Goes into the near corner. Puck sent out. And after it now, picking up on a neutral ice is number 11, Ava Seeger. Seeger will go for a skate over the blue line into the corner. Seeger after it. And a good play that time by Brindley Scholl. She's going to accelerate. Now to Ashlyn Wohlers. Ashlyn up the right side. Wohlers with the puck. Sends one on goal. Hits the side of the net. A little push here by the Otters. Otters kill it off. Brindley Harris will keep it in. Goes back below the goal line. Picked up by Hennon. Right side pass to Daliger. Daliger gains his own. Lily Daliger leans in on her backhand. Shot save. Rebound. Good save by Sem once again. 8:20 to play. Good one here. 0-0 is our score. DeBrito tried to get it to Ash and Wohlers. And it goes into the Otter zone. No icing. Picked up by Grace Knutson. Knutson with the puck. Bothered there by Zierden. Good job by Zierden. In comes Katie Bergeron. Grace Knutson will pick it up. She's logged a lot of ice. Daliger there. Otters will keep it in. Ella Dirkman. Good job here by Dirkman. Now to Katie Bergeron. One-timer there by Zierden goes wide right of the net. Daliger ices it, but it's saved out at neutral ice there by Kinsey Zender. Here's Kinsey with the puck. Turns back, sends it up along the half wall. Knutson will pick it up. You can tell that she's played a lot of minutes here, number 24 for the Prowlers. Good hockey player. A lot of ISO. Puck sent into the corner by Zierden. Otters keep the pressure on. Comes out to neutral ice, picked up by Katzenmeyer. Thief River Falls needs a change. They can't get it. Daliger's finally going to get off here. And away with the puck now is Chloe Barrett. Caroms it off the wall. Thief River Falls now with a little movement up ice. Here's Mossestead. And an offsides call on Thief River Falls. Here with 7:08 to play. Here on the Park Region scoreboard, 0-0 is the score. Shots 15-12 in favor of the Prowlers. On a cool Saturday. It's going to get warmer this week, though. Maybe able to ice fish this week and sit on a pail somewhere, huh? Face-off is going to be won here by the Otters. Avery Tonneson battling there along the far boards right in front of the penalty box area. Maddie Brimhall sends it back to Harris. Over to Tonneson. Nice breakout. Here comes Brindley Scholl into the corner to Brimhall. 6:45 to play in the hockey game. We have no score. Puck behind the net. Who's going to get the first goal here? Whoever gets one here is going to win it. It's been a tight battle here. Good job. Otters keep the puck in. Prowlers trying to move it out, and it's sent back in. Otters will get a partial change here. Tonneson stays on. Zierden is on, as is Aubrey Nelson. Puck picked up by Zierden. Good job by Brooke. Up the right side. Strong on her skates. Puck to the near side. Otters have kind of owned this last 5 or 6 minutes of this period. Puck sent into the Otter zone. Picked up by Zender. Kinsey will drop it for Katzenmeyer. Shea quickly the other direction. Out to neutral ice. Tapped in nicely. Zierden right side. Zierden will take a tough angle shot. That hit the chin protector of McKenna Carr. Low on the ice. Shot into the corner there by Zender. And an escape. And Sawatsky will bring it up the right side. Sawatsky gains his own. Outside the dot. Moves it to center ice. In traffic. Shot there. Save made. Puck is loose. Where is it? On the stick of Brindley Scholl. Here's Scholl. The other direction. Brindley's going to lean in. Battling with Grace Knutson. Sawatsky will pick it up, ring the boards. And here comes a 2-on-1 possibility. Prowlers. One-timer and a save made by LSM. What a great play by LSM as they sauced it rink wide. And number 25, Ella Bryland, got a good shot on, and Sem made the save. 5:19 to play here in the hockey game. 0-0 is the score. Shot 16 for Thief River. Quick shot, Gallagher. That goes up and out of play. 16 for the Prowlers and 13 for Fergus Falls. 5:15 to play in regulation. Face-off one here by the Prowlers. Grace Knutson, power turn, sends it below the goal line. Hamry after it. Riedel taps it to Brindley Harris. Here's Brindley with the puck now. Brindley will get a good escape. Here's Brindley. Going to gain the zone. Brindley towards the goal line, still with the puck. Grace Knutson takes her off the puck. Look out. Here comes Knutson blowing up the right side, but DeBrito is there. Grace Knutson below the goal line. Good play by Brindley Scholl to get a skate on it. Good play by Brindley. Headman pass to Harris, who was on that rush, still in the offensive zone. Puck over to the far side, and Brindley Scholl goes hard into the board. She lost an edge there, and it's ice here. 4:28 to play. We have no score here on the Park Region scoreboard. Sent in by Scholl. On the forecheck goes Avery Tonneson. Over to the far side, Maddie Brimhall is there. Now Zender from the point. Locks, loads. That's blocked, though, by Gallagher. Picked up, shot there, save made. Puck! Oh, Zierden had an opportunity there. And McKenna Carr makes the save there. Puck came along the half while Zender put it in, and then Zierden sends a hard shot on goal. And trying to go 5-hole there, but McKenna Carr with the save. So Zierden will take the draw here for the Otters. Timeout taken by Thief River Falls. Our first timeout in a lot of games. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
We're back here again. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. As Thief River Falls, I think they were taking that one because they've been playing their D-core a lot and giving them a little break, especially number 24, Grace Knutson. I think they want to try to get one really good push here. The Otters still have a timeout. Again, the JV won by a score of 2-1. And right now it's 0-0 in this one. And 16-14 are the shots. 16 for Thief River Falls, 14 for the Otters. Face-off will be in the Otter offensive zone. That'll be to the left of McKenna Carr. She has played very well, as has Ella Sim for the Otters. Again, the Otters without Anna Sim. I believe she was injured in the third period of the varsity game. And Hannah Johnson still out with an injury. And the face-off. Also Atlee Scholl, too, with an injury as well for the Otters. Sent along the half wall, picked up by Zierden. Zierden will send it in. Otters will go heavy on the forecheck. Puck near side, controlled by Brooke Zierden. She'll send it below the goal line. Hustling after it there is Maddie Brimhall, near side. Hamry, left side for Gallagher. Gallagher up the right side, leading scorer of the Prowlers. She'll gain the zone. Sends one. Good job by Katzenmeyer defensively. Puck out front. Tonneson plays it through traffic. And the Prowlers will send it in. That's Rowan Kennett in the corner. Olsenowski, backhand pass to Gallagher. Good defensive play by Katzenmeyer. Puck pops out to neutral ice. Grace Knutson to Kennett. Sent in behind goaltender Ella Sim. 3:15 to play. We have no score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Now Rachel DeBrito for the Otters. Rachel, pass picked off by Sawatsky. Played below the goal line. Prowlers win the Otter zone right now. In after it, though, is Aubrey Nelson, but it comes out to the point. Shot there, blocked nicely by Aubrey Nelson. Shot there in traffic. Wow, a lot of traffic out in front. That one was low on the ice. Prowlers into the slot. Backhand, save by Sem. Good play once again by Ella Sem. Puck came into the high slot area, and there was a quick shot on the backhand, and Sem is right there, makes the save, controls the rebound. And we have 2:45 to play here, and we have no score. Off the face-off. Behind the goal line, here's DeBrito. Who's going to be the hero tonight for the Otters? Let's hope it is the Otters. Sawatsky in the corner. Brindley Scholl trying to move it out. Bat along the half wall. Good job by Wohlers, but it comes out to Grace Knutson. She locks and loads. That's blocked out front. Aubrey Knutson will pick it up. Aubrey up the left side. Aubrey walking in, shooting, and a save made by McKenna Carr. Had Ashton Wohlers on the back door, but a good shot by Aubrey Nelson. I have a feeling this one's going to go to the extra frame. 2:15 to play. 0-0 is our score. This is as equal a game as you can get. Shots are within 2 of each other. 17-15 in favor of the Prowlers. Thief River wins the draw. They'll ring the boards. Aubrey Nelson with good hustle. Gets over there. Zender swings it back. Otters check back up. Comes out to neutral ice. Sent in by Aubrey Nelson. Here's Olsenowski. Under 2 minutes to play. 90 seconds left in this one. 120, pardon me. No, not down to a minute and a half yet. Olsenowski. Good play by Zender. Zender with a nice play. Over to Zierden. Down the corner with it is Gallagher. Out to the point to Knutson. Played back to Gallagher behind the goal line. Gallagher with an escape with a puck behind the net. Still with a puck. Tried to send it out. Now played back over to the far side. Otters will try to move it out. Ella Dirkman. Now the puck is picked up by Kinsey Zender. Here's Kinsey. Up the right side with the puck. Sends it into the corner to Berggren. Katie with the puck. Out to Brindley Scholl. Brindley will control it. Good job by Scholl. Goes through traffic. Puck still there. Brindley back checking hard. Maddie Brimhall comes on. Gets in the way of Hamry. Otters out after it. 1 minute to go in the hockey game. Poke checked away by Tonneson. Under a minute to play here now. 0-0 is our score. Grace Knutson just about turns it over. Otters send it in with 49 seconds to go. On the forecheck is Maddie Brimhall. Near side pass. Breland. Puck at neutral. Backhanded in by DeBrito. Otters check back up. They'll keep the pressure on. Thief River Falls now. We'll send it in the Otter zone. I'm going to say it was tipped. Here's DeBrito with 30 seconds to play. Try to get it out to Tonneson. Sawatsky comes up with it. Puck below the goal line. Brindley Harris battling out to the near half wall. Who's going to get there? Comes out to the point to Seeger. Ava Seeger into the skates of Brindley Harris. Dug out by Brooke Zierden. Otters get a change here, partial. 6 seconds to go. We're going to go to overtime. 6 seconds to play. Now 2, now 1 out front. Zierden with a shot. Oh, she fanned on it right towards the buzzer. Brooke Zierden had a chance there right at the buzzer. So 0-0 is our score. The Otter boys go to overtime. We're going to overtime. Thief River Falls now 17 shots in the game. Otters with 15 shots on goal. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the overtime.
Fa la la la, fabulous savings have arrived at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. The Chevy Red Tag sales event continues on select Chevy Equinox, Chevy Trailblazer, and Chevy Silverado vehicles, where you can take advantage of substantial discounts or 0% APR for 36 months for well-qualified buyers. Contact the sales team at Minnesota Motor Company for details. Chevy, together let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top-quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to Huck Olson Memorial Civic Center. It's attached to the Ralph, to the little Ralph. There's basketball going on over there. And so shots on go after the first period, 6-5 Thief River. 12-11 Thief River after 2 periods, and 17-15 the Prowlers with the advantage in shots. Both teams have had a power play opportunity. Thief River has had 2 penalties, and the Otters 1. Both teams have obviously not scored on their special teams as they loom large in this. Both goaltenders, Carr for Thief River Falls and Ellis Sem for the Otters, have both played excellently in this game. So we got 8 minutes on the clock. We'll get 8 minutes on the clock here, and we will get this overtime started here. Overtime's going to start right now. It's going to be Brooke Zierden, Ashton Wohlers, and Aubrey Nelson, Brindley Harris, and Rachel DeBrito. Olsenowski will take the draw with Gallagher and Charlie Hamry. Face-off is going to be won here by the Otters. Here comes Zierden. She'll backhand it in. Grace Knutson will go back after it. Circle back out to the wing, but good stick by Nelson. Sends it out front. Goes behind the net, pardon me. Bennett tries to play it out. DeBrito tried to keep it in. Here comes Gallagher up the left side. Gallagher's got 3-on-1. Walks in. And a save made by LSM. The puck is loose. A backhand and a goal. Sem made the initial save, and the rebound was out front, and a heartbreaker here for the Lady Otters. On the instant replay, the shot, puck is loose, and then it's backhanded into the net. And an overtime win here for Thief River Falls. That was just 27 seconds in, And I didn't see for sure who got the rebound goal. I think it is going to be Hamry. I believe with her 9th of the year, I'm pretty sure it was Hamry because it was Gallagher coming up the left side. And number 15, I believe it was Charlie Hamry with the goal. The Otters lose it here by a score of 1-0 in overtime. Final shots on goal, 20 for the Prowlers and 15 for Fergus Falls. So just 27 seconds in to the overtime, but good game here at the Fergus Falls Community Ice Arena. We'll take a break, come back with our post-game show after this timeout.
Your holiday gift guide has arrived at the Minnesota Motor Company. Now through December 27th, purchase a full set of GM floor liners or schedule a complete vehicle detail and get a $100 car wash gift card. Looking for a deal on car washes? Purchase a $100 car wash gift card and get $20 free. They have a gift for all the drivers on your list.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
A heartbreaker here for the Lady Otters and for the Otter boys team as well. They lose 3-2 in overtime. The Lady Otters lose 1-0 in overtime. But we'll get these games in February when they all count, but okay, we got the official. The goal was scored by Olsenowski on the backhand, her 4th of the year from Gallagher and Hamry. So that's the final score. We thought it was Hamry, but it is Olsenowski. And so 1-0 is the final score and a tough one here from Huck Olson Memorial Arena. But a well-played game defensively, good goaltending. And as far as the special teams go, the Otters were 0 for 2 on the power play. Thief River Falls, they ended up 0 for 1 on their one power play opportunity. So, wow. Tough for both the boys team losing 3-2 in overtime and the girls losing 1-0 in overtime here as well. So we'll turn the page here now to next Tuesday against River Lakes. And again, that'll be a broadcast game. That's a home game. And then we'll have more Otter boys hockey coming up Thursday and Friday of next week as well. So the Otters lose it here 1-0 here at the Huck. And again, I want to tell you about Running Stitches. They are the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Again, the shots were pretty even through the first 51 minutes of play. 17 for Thief River, 15 for Fergus Falls. And Thief River Falls gets that shot on goal, and then the rebound that goes into the back of net. They gave him 3 shots at the end there. I don't know how that quite calculates out, but on the rebound goal. So it's a 1-0 win here for Thief River Falls. We'll take one more break, and we'll come back, name our quality player of the game. We'll also talk to Otter head coach Isaac Vattenstall.
Your holiday gift guide has arrived at the Minnesota Motor Company. Now through December 27th, purchase a full set of GM floor liners or schedule a complete vehicle detail and get a $100 car wash gift card. Looking for a deal on car washes? Purchase a $100 car wash gift card and get $20 free. They have a gift for all the drivers on your list.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
We're back here at Thief River Falls, where the Otters lose a tough one here on the road by a score of 1-0, and it was quite a battle here. But Fergus Falls is just not able to generate enough offense in this one. And same thing with the Prowlers, but they get the rush. Lila Gallagher was coming up the left side, put a pass towards the front. I think it was Hamry that made the shot, and then the rebound on the backhand by Olsenowski, the sophomore, with the game winner in overtime here tonight. Want to remind you, we'll have Otter girls hockey on the air. River Lakes comes to town to take on Fergus Falls on Z103. And then Thursday, it'll be boys hockey as Wilmer comes to town. That's a 7 o'clock start. And that's on KBRF. The girls hockey game on Tuesday is on Real Rock Z103, but also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF radio YouTube channel. But, just a tough one this afternoon. I can't emphasize that enough. These gals played hard. And Thief River Falls ends up with the game winner in overtime. And again, it was just 27 seconds in to the overtime. And again, it was a 3-on-1 with a back check for the Otters as well. But Sem made the initial save, and just a lot of scramble out in front of the net, and then the backhand finds the back of the net. And so we'll name our quality player of the game at this time, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. It's going to be senior goaltender Anna Sem tonight. She made some big saves. There was a 2-on-1 late in the game where Sem slid to her left and made a really nice save, and that could have been the hockey game right there, and came up with big saves all the way through this one. Lake Country Graphics is your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. Lake Country Graphics is in Fergus Falls, 998-4027. And so Fergus Falls goes down in overtime by a score of 1-0. And so a hard-fought one here. And we'll take one more break, and we'll come back with Coach Vattenstall.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Serving you best.
Welcome back to Thief River Falls. As we're getting close to wrapping up our post-game show here. Again, the Otters with a tough one here on the road. And good effort, though, on this one, but just not quite enough. As we played 51 minutes of scoreless hockey. And then Thief River Falls gets a rebound goal. Kind of a scrum out in front of the net. Olsenowski gets her 4th of the year. Lila Gallagher and Charlie Hamry with the assists on that one. So we're going to talk to head coach Vattenstall here in just a second. He's making his way up to the booth here. We're high above the arena here. And this is kind of press row up here. They built this thing right back in the day. There's old phone hookups and stuff here all over the place. And Dave Bishop was our engineer and cameraman, but we thought we were going to be in the Little Ralph, but we ended up in the Huck this afternoon. Can the Otter boys lose by a score of 3-2? Getting goals from Caden Peterson and Brant Sherman. And so the Otters lose that one. And Coach Vattenstall is going to join me here. Make sure we can get you in the camera here. We're going to turn.
Not my kid.
Okay, who you got with you?
This is Miles. This is my cousin's boy from Roseau.
Oh, sweet. Welcome, Miles. Yeah, he's on camera. Sweet. We like the Roseau Rams, so. All right. So, Coach Vattenstall, 51 minutes, of really even hockey in that one. Both teams just had limited power play chances, but just talk about the effort tonight.
I thought the effort was fantastic, especially after that game yesterday. Just a hard loss, but
coming in and kind of resetting. I thought the girls did a fantastic job with being a little bit more patient with the puck, starting to create some plays out there that you saw. It was awesome to see them come into the zone and do some things differently versus just trying to shove it down the middle all the time and kind of losing it or doing some keeping that possession. It was fun to see that.
Yeah, it really was on the breakout. I've seen that quite a few times. But defensively too, also we blocked some shots, and then LSM came up with some big saves. There was a 2-on-1 late in the game too, where they played well.
Yeah, I thought Ella had a great game. And even after that, even in the overtime, it was tough because she made a great save coming across, and sounded like one of our players kind of hit her, kind of coming in and loosened that up a little bit, and then the puck ended up getting in the back of the net. But just how that goes, those games piss me off. I will say they get me kind of fired up, and the girls too, because you want to trust the process of what we're doing, but your competitive juices get going, and you just want to be able to come out with a W. But when it doesn't happen, it's irritating because you do all the right things. We just got to start popping the goals in the back of the net on our opportunities.
Yeah, that's for sure. But a good turnaround from last night, a quick turnaround. But these are the games, though, that you want to be winning in February.
Yes, you do. Yes, no, you do. And I think, to your point of saying that, I think it's gonna happen because we had a lot of possession time. We did a lot where we were making great plays, tape-to-tape passes, getting the puck deep, right on their heels. They were running around a little bit, and I felt like our conditioning was really good too. Yeah. So it was nice to kind of have that happen.
All right, well, we'll get on Highway 59. We'll get ready for River Lakes next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It'll be a busy week, 3 games, so it'll be ready to play.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thanks to Miles, too.
Hey, Miles.
Hey, all right, you're on TV, buddy.
Say hi.
You say hi? All right. Gotta love it. All right, so the Otters lose it here by a score of 1-0. And that'll do it for me, Mark Johnson. Again, our quality player of the game is LSM. We'll be back on the air Tuesday night as River Lakes comes to town, take on the Lady Otters. And Otter boys hockey on Thursday and Friday against Wilmer and Little Falls. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Sports video streaming presentation. Today's game is brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show, Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeout, Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard, Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups, Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game, the Viking Cafe and the Viking Cafe keys to the game, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapies Incorporated, Fergus Falls Monument, Otter Tail Coaches, Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's, FM Bank, Service Food, Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Splash Express, American Legion Post number 30 of Fergus Falls, Lake Country Graphics, LB Homes, and by Running Stitches Embroidery. We hope you enjoyed this KBRF video sports streaming presentation. You can see this game and others by going to KBRFradio.com, clicking on sports streaming, the KBRF Radio YouTube page, and on